Hello everybody and welcome back to another ForgeCraft Modpack with me, TechnoJock. Last episode we left off at Tier 3 in our Blood Altar, and we were going to be getting sufficient runes and blank slates and things to get us to the point that we're nearly at a Tier 4. So I have that. Managed to get a Magician's Blood Orb, which isn't the easiest thing in the world to do. It's a gold block put into the altar, but it does require a fair whack. It needs 25,000 LP, which is an awful lot. So what I did was, I had a golden apple. I ate a golden apple, and that gives you a whack of regen, and that was enough to power me through and get that. So we have that, and we also have a good amount of other runes. So that should give us what we need to be able to get the or get a good amount of slates rather, so we can get the runes that we require. So if we go down here, we can get the rest of the bits and bobs. So we're wanting to make speed runes from these ones, so we need to make blood runes for a start, so we need a healthy amount of stone. Now I'm going to do something here and try and get a bunch of stone. I think 2 stacks should be sufficient, and if I then go down to wherever our stone is, do wish this would go a bit quicker. There we go, 2 stacks of stone, like that. Now, that's all we need, and one of the orbs, we can use that one, and I need to use half of those, like that, to make those. Ta-da! Now, let's take that out. Now next up, no, that one next. So we need sugar as well. So we'll need 14 sugar. Let's just quickly grab that and do thusly. And I think, oh no, what is it? Oh, we need the other ones like that. So 7 speed runes. Where on earth's all this noise coming from? Let me... Let's take care of some of the critters that are causing noise before we get driven completely mental. Right, there we go. That's better. Okay. Where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Right, so we've got our speed runes, that's fine. Next up we were wanting some more self-sacrifice ones, so similar idea, but we need some glowstone. So glowstone, and I think we need 7 of those, and 14 of those to make 7 runes, like that. And again, we can go orb in the middle with that way, that way, and put those round it, and we have 7 self-sacrifice ones. Brilliant! So what we're going to make for our next one? Well, I thought capacity might be a good one, so we can store a bit more stuff in there. I don't know if this eats our buckets, but we do need 3 for each, so we'll get a bunch and we'll see how we get on. That should be sufficient, I think. I haven't really counted this out, to be perfectly honest, but never mind. So, we need imbued slate, then our orb, surrounded by stone, and buckets. And I'll do that. Then our imbued slate would put there. I think I'm definitely going to need more. There we go. That gives us 7. Going to need more stone. So we'll just get that like that and do stone. I wonder if doing that would help. Yes, it would. There we go. Brilliant. That's an easier way to do it in the future. I must remember that. And I do need buckets. I can do. No, we need some more buckets. Oh, it It would be, wouldn't it? That's what happens when you don't count, people. Pay attention in maths. It'll help you. Right, that's better. So, we have got 14 augmented capacity, 7 self-sacrifice and 7 speed runes. So that should give us what we require. So let me go and put these in around here. And we just need to do, let me see, we need to do one out. So from here out, like that. Okay, so these ones don't need done, so it's these 7. Okay, let me put these in and I'll be back in a second. Okay, we're ready for the next step, and you'll see that there's the addition of a new island here, slightly smaller off to the side. I think it looks quite cool. And we're going to make the next bits that we need. Now we need these large bloodstone bricks. Now large bloodstone bricks, if we go bloodstone, are made by using these weak blood shards on stone. To get weak blood shards, you need weak blood shards, or centrifuges and things like that. You get them from attacking mobs with a bound blade, and it gets the blood shards from them as a semi-rare drop. So how do we get a bound blade? Well, we need to make a ritual of binding. So we've got some bits and bobs here that we're going to need, because ritual stones need quite a few things. Rituals need quite a few stones. So first and foremost, we're going to need a weak activation crystal. That needs a lava crystal in a tier 3 altar with 10,000 LP. Lava crystal is just like that. So we've got a few bits and bobs on us to do that. Then, to make this particular ritual, we need 24 ritual stones and a master ritual stone. All rituals require this ritual stone, master ritual stone, that we're going to be using, and we'll need a ritual diviner, or rather we don't particularly need a ritual diviner, but it would be rather nice to have. So down here I shall get our weak or a lava crystal to be able to make our weak activation crystal. Thusly, I think it's how is it again? Diamond and 2 obsidian. 1 diamond, 2 obsidian, like that. There we go. Brilliant. So we need to go up here and we need to put in a bunch of LP into this. Now we can get rid of that, and if we put this in, it shouldn't disappear anywhere. Excellent. And now we can just put in a bunch of LP and we should be good, so long as we heal up reasonably quickly. Ooh, that is going quite quickly though, but there we go, and it's done. So let's take out that, and I think, yes, it has been bound to us. Now we need to do some other bits and bobs. Let's do our ritual stones. Now we've got 1 orb, yes, we've got the right one, and we've got reinforced slates and obsidian, and that gets us 4 ritual stones. So let's pop back down here and get our orb in the middle with our slates round about, and then our obsidian gets us all the ritual stones that we need. Now we do need to be able to make the master one, which is 4 ritual stones surrounded by obsidian. So we've got our obsidian still there, and we can put our ritual stones around, and we have our master ritual stone. Excellent, brilliant, fabulous. So what's next? Well, we need to be able to build our ritual. Now the ritual stones need certain glyphs or runes or whatever you want to call them written on them, which you can do with these elemental inscription tools, and there's different ones. So there's air, fire, earth water. There's also other kinds that we will be using later on, but these are the ones that we require for this particular ritual. Now you can mark them on individually and manually, and you've got to remember the pattern they've got to go on, or you can get this thing called the Ritual Diviner. And you can see, here we go, this one's used to explore new types of rituals. So it's a good way of actually finding out new rituals as well, that you might not necessarily know. So that's fine. And you'll see on line 3 there it says cannot place dusk runes. Now we can do these air, fire, earth and water ones, but not dusk. But we'll come to those later on, because we will need them. So how do we get those inscription tools? Well, we've got the things on us, and you need Ghast Tear, Magma Cream, Obsidian, and Lapis Lazuli. So that does the water, that does the earth, that does the air, and that does the fire one. So if we pop that in there, and a little bit of LP, it doesn't take a huge amount, these ones are relatively simple to do. Oh, and it's going to make a rune, well, slate, so we'll just let that do quickly. If we can, oh no, it's going to make a imbued, not an imbued, reinforced one. Okay, 2 seconds whilst that does, may as well just leave it to do. Come on, chop chop, there we go. Right, quickly pop that in there. That should have sufficient to do that one. Ugh, just not quite quick enough, because we're actually quite low on these because I used them for these ritual stones. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Right. Oh. Let's get the next one in a second. Gosh, I must have put in a lot more than I realised. Let's... Oh, there we go, that's going to come out, and now... Brilliant, that's us. Now you can do whatever you like. So, we have those, and we have all the diamonds and the emerald that we'd require. Let's pop back down here, quickly make ourselves our ritual divining tool. Boop, boop. Nope, not going to do. Okay. So, I can never remember which way around it goes, so we need turquoise, green, red, there, and like that, and one ritual diviner. Probably need to bind it to ourselves. Yep, and it is done. So let's head over here, and I've left this little hole in the middle because we need to pop down our master ritual stone like that. Now I also happen to know that I need to go out a little bit to there, do that one, because this won't place ritual stones where it can't place the block. So we need to do that, and that, I think, is it that one? No, it's not, it's that one. Is it really? Yeah, it's that one. Pretty sure it's that one. Like that. And like that. And like that. So, let's have a look through these things. So, Ritual of the Full Spring. I think that's one that helps plants grow. Serenade of the... Oh no, the Full Spring makes a water block appear above here, a water source block that infinitely gets recharged. The Serenade of the Nether is the one that does it with a lava source block. Ritual of the Green Grove is the one that helps things grow. Interdiction Ritual, I'm not altogether sure. I think it does something about mob movement if they can't move away or something. Ritual of Containment keeps them there, so I think one keeps them away, one keeps them in the area. Ritual of Binding is the one that we want at the moment though. So if we just hold it down, it'll whack it on, there we go, I was unfortunately stood in the way a little bit, but it has placed all the things. So it looks, funnily enough, kind of like some sort of standing stone circle. Looks good? Excellent. What else do we need now? Well, we need to have our bound sword. So let's go get ourselves a sword. Diamond sword. And diamond. Don't have a diamond sword, but I'll just get that and a stick. Get rid of some of this stuff. One stick. Makes a diamond sword. Fantastic. Now, we're almost ready to go. What are we missing? We're missing 5000 LP. Not in the altar this time, but actually in our network. So if we get this thing out, and where's my divination sigil? So if we get the divination sigil and just hit in midair, we've only got 21 LP in our network. So let's pop this in here. Now, yeah, I thought that. Right, what I will do is then I shall stand here and fill up our runes and whatnot until such times as our magician's blood orb is allowed to recharge, and I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'm back because I got bored waiting. This is still going to be making runes if I do this, or slates rather, not runes. I had forgotten, however, with the magician's blood orb, or with any blood orb, you can just click into midair and it'll add directly to your LP network. So I've actually got over 10,000 in there. It's over 9,000. So if we head over here, I think it's a good time to do it because it's night time and it's new moon. So if we activate this, I think by just going boop like that, there we go. So we have our ritual on the go, and now throw our sword in. There's an awful lot of lightning, and we've got ourselves our bound blade. So it just looks like a little blob at the moment. But if we shift right click, it becomes our bound blade. Now what you've got to watch is, that's not what I wanted to press, we've got 5994 LP in our blood network. If I swing it, we've got 5944, so it takes 50 off each time you take a swing. Oh no, it takes 100 off, is it? Yes, it's 100 off each time you swing. So, if you run out of LP in your network whilst you're swinging it, bad things are going to happen. So I recommend you do not run out of LP. Later on it's not going to be a huge issue for us, but for now it is actually slightly worrying if we get a bit too low, so we'll have to be careful of that. But I do want to attempt to get at least one of those blood shards. So I don't know if you can get them from slimes. So we'll just do that. Nothing so far. Now, do remember it's per swing, not per kill, per swing of the sword. So we'll just have to be careful, and we'll toddle along here and not spam it too much. Wow, it's a bit of a party over here, isn't it? Oops, that was a little bit foolhardy of me. I'll fill that in a little bit. But, wow, look at this. Now these swords are pretty good. So it's making swift work of these guys. But, yeah. Okay, how are we getting on? We have weak blood shards. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So, let's clear up some of these. Boop, boop, and boop. Come on. Wow, what a shot. Many arrows, much accuracy. Right, let's try and fill in this a little bit. Yeah. Right, I'll fill that in properly in a little bit. But we've now got our weak blood shards. So let me get a stack of stone. I don't really need a stack at this point, but oh, that's what I was looking for. In fact, I definitely don't need a stack, because all I need is one, like that. Now we can breed more weak blood shards later on, because if we look at the recipe for these, then if we get, which blood orb? Master blood orb? Well, we'll need one of these blood shards to be able to make our next level up of blood orb, and then once we've got that and imbued slates, we can make more. But at the moment we only need these, and as you can see we get 32 of them, which is loads. So if we go boop there, boop there, boop there, and similarly boop there, now we have a tier 4 altar. Excellent. So I'm going to put those in there and that back in there. Oh, we've got loads of funny looking stuff. Right, so the next thing that we need to be able to do is, in fact, we don't need to do anything else. We've got, if we have a look, teleposers only need a tier 4. So with some ender pearls and some LP in our tier 4 altar, we can now make the thing that we need to be able to teleport our node over here. So let's quickly get some ender pearls. Now what else do we need? We'll need 3 of these, so we need 3 ender pearls, 5 ender pearls in total, and 6 gold bars, gold ingots. So let's clear up a little bit and get rid of all this stuff, and that does have, get rid of all of that. What else do we need to get rid of? We're going to bin some of this stuff because I'm never going to use that or that. I don't care about the arrows. Good, good, good. And I need gold. We need 6 gold. And we need some ender pearls. We need 5 of them, I think I said. And we'll need, let's do a couple of buttons. Just a couple of buttons. Right, let's go back over there. Where's our... Oh, I'm going to deactivate my bound blade. Keep that safe. Like that. And head on over. Starting to look pretty cool, these things, isn't it? The Enderman can sit there quite happily, that's fine. I don't mind about him. So let's put 1 ender pearl in there, and it makes that teleposition focus quite quickly. Make the next one, and there we go, and 1 more. Doesn't really matter how much I use this time, and like that. There we go. That will do nicely. So we've got our teleposition foci. Pop that in the middle. We've got 2 ender pearls on either side, and I should have got more than that because I still need to make another one of those. Okay, right, let's go back. One of these days, but not today. Okay. So, ender pearl. Got 2 of you, and gold. let's have a look and see what happens with this. Now, we should have sufficient in our... Ooh, we've only got a little bit. See how close we were to running out of essence? Let's quickly pop up here. In fact, we don't really need to pop up there, we can just do that. But if we pop one teleposition focus there, and is it right click? I think so. And we'll go over here, this one, pop it there. Now let's have a quick look at this. This is 93 was the Y level. If I do that, 98. So it's just right click, it's not shift right click, and that sets this as the target. Okay? So if we then put that in there, I think if we put a button on the side, boop, we've teleported. And if we similarly think, it's not going to do anything because this one's not linked to the other one. So this one, it will swap us. Boop. So if I get a block of something, now what am I doing? If I get a block of something, which will be up here, just a block of stone, and put that on top, I'll take the button off, right, put the button on here so we're watching what's happening over there. Boop, there it appears. Now, boop, and it swaps back. So what we do is we put one of these over in our tower for our node, and then we put the other one underneath the node. Now obviously we can't do that whilst it's still hungry. We could if we upgraded this, if we made it into 5x5 or a 3x3 would take over the obsidian encasing it as well. So we could have done that, but what we're wanting to do is get our node safe to handle around our base before we do that. So let's get that, and let's get this, and we are now ready. If we go bottle up our node over here, should have, yep, we've got enough in there to bottle a node. We're going to get the glass and slabs. So we need 26, I think it is, you need for this. 26 glass, and then we need the slabs. So we need 9 of those. Like that. Let us, in fact, let's not bottle it up. I don't really mind if this turns into a fading node, but if we pop that there, and we will do right click, it's now set. It's been tainted, so it's been set, and now we go down to our node, our hungry node. Let's go like this. Let's reset our view. There we go. Now I want to put this a fair distance. In fact, we can put it just smack dab on top of this. It doesn't matter. Oh, we ran out of ender pearls on this. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's go. Now let's use the angel block. Let's be directly above it, like that. Let's put that there. Let's put our teleposition focus in it, and let's press the button. Excellent. So that's working. and that's already starting to taint things because I just saw taint appear on the side of that. And we are good to go. So that's a fantastic wrapping up point. Our tainted node is here. It will start tainting this area, and it will just take the hungry status off of this, and we will next episode be able to shift our node over and stabilize it and start using it. So it's up 278. That's alright, nearly 300 in most of them, over 300 in some, and I think that is a fantastic point. Now I will also require to clear up the taint over back at the base, but that's a job for another day. But I think that is a fantastic wrapping up point. So next time I shall see you for the taming of the hungry node. For now, ta-ta and have a funs.